5 mistakes you make with money and how not to. What's good, wealth builders? It's your boy Devon back again with another video, and today we're talking about 5 mistakes you make with money and how not to. So let's go.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Okay, real quick, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We talk about making more money, saving more money, and building a better you and business. So without further ado, let's talk about my 5 mistakes you make with money and how not to. Okay, so I was thinking about this, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are the 5 mistakes I make, most people make at some point in their life with money? You know what I'm saying? So I figured, I'll come up with a couple things that, probably a lot of people either still making these mistakes, have made these mistakes, and don't want to make these mistakes anymore. So I figure I'll put them in a video for you. That's that you can refer back to whenever you feel like you are not getting ahead and maybe you're just making these mistakes and don't even realize it. All right, so keeping up with the trends, aka keeping up with the Joneses, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but seriously, the fastest and easiest way to lose money that you don't have is trying to keep up with the newest trends in clothing, technology, and even just keeping up with what your friends are doing, like going on vacations, going this party, that party, going out to eat all the time, all that good stuff, okay? No. Okay, that is a way for you to go broke. Okay, you have to start thinking independently by creating the life that fits you and not what's hot at the moment, okay? Because the moment will pass, all right? The moment will pass, okay? So you must think for yourself and know, hey, man, this week I'm good, man. I got rent coming up. Let me chill. I don't need to be spending no money on food or going out to eat or going to the party with my peoples and all this good stuff. Maybe I should just kick it at home and maybe cook up some food myself. You know what I'm saying? Save some money, okay? Because living in the moment will leave you broke. All right, keep that in mind, all right? So that's number 1. Keeping up with the trends is not the best thing. Number 2. Don't let splurges become habits. And yes, we all fall prey to this, okay? I'm not saying this as I don't do some of this stuff. I do this stuff, or I'm trying to work my way out of it. So I figured I'll let you guys, see that things is real, man. We got to work on this stuff, all right? So, because sometimes you want to splurge on yourself, right? You want to splurge on yourself. A big cup of Starbucks or maybe a new pair of shoes. I'm not saying you shouldn't splurge ever so often, but making these splurges a habit will leave you broke, okay? Broke. Not just broke, but broke. All right? So creating a working budget for your lifestyle and work in a weekly splurge from time to time, won't have you feeling so confined. And some weeks you might not even splurge because you start thinking to yourself about the last week that you splurged. And if you keep things on a budget, a working budget, you won't feel so bad about not giving in to these splurges, all right? So, yes, do not splurge, do not let your splurges become your habit. Number 3, automatic subscription renewals. Okay, we all do this right here. I hate them. Automatic subscription renewals, I hate them. Oh my God, because sometimes I be chilling, I get a ding on my phone. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, Netflix hit me up again for $12.99. Oh, Prime. Oh God, hit me up again. Oh, whatever. Just hit me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Because you ever, seriously, you ever checked your checking account statement and ever wonder what's going on with your money? Like $10 here, $12 there, $5 here, $15 there, okay? These are those subscriptions that renew on autopilot. And when you're not paying attention to your money, okay? So when you're not paying attention to your money, these things ding you ever so often. You're like, oh man, I was gonna use that money for lunch. Now I'm broke. know what I'm saying? Okay? It will be way better if you take all your subscriptions off of autopilot and pay them yourself. Okay, so pay them when the date comes. They usually give you a grace period. So say if the date is the 5th, okay, they probably give you up to like the 9th or 10th to pay it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get so frizzled and frazzled because of the payment date. Because 9 times out of 10, there is a little leeway in between that date and when you really have to pay it or when they will accept your payment. Okay, so don't let them just ding your account all the time and take your money. You know what I'm saying? Right. Check. Number 4, not putting money in your company's 401k. All right, so let me tell you a story. I'm not even going, now, matter of fact, I'm not even going to go into a whole big story. All right, when, you know what I'm saying? At some point, right, I used to think that, what's the point of me putting my money in the 401k? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? I used to save my money myself or put it in the Roth or put it into something else or whatever I want to do with it, okay, and invest it myself. But in actuality, if you have the right type of company or work for the right type of company that, does company matching for your 401k, it is super worth it, okay? If you're going to go to work every day, 9 to 5, 5 days a week, you want your money working for you, okay? So no matter what, you need to put money in your 401k if you have a job, okay? This is free money, okay? Most companies match their employees 401k dollar for dollar. So yeah, this is a no-brainer. If you have a job, then you need to put your cash in your 401k. Okay, up to, I think a lot of companies have like up to like 5%, whatever percent it is, okay? Max it out. That's so if there's ever a situation where you need money or when you're ready to retire or if you're ready to just quit and go into financial freedom, you can pull that 401k either to something else, invest it into another, hands-off investment stream or just take that money out, okay? So definitely contribute the highest amount you feel comfortable with, and after a few checks, you will adjust your lifestyle according to how much you contribute to your 401k. Number 5, borrowing money to buy things that lose value. This is like, I should have put this one first, right? This is a mistake almost everybody makes with their money, okay? Because you do it with cars, okay? You do it with clothes, you do it with a lot of different things, okay? Because, listen, you borrow money to buy something that loses value. Now you're paying interest on something that lost its value. So you're paying more for something that loses its value as it gets older. Okay, so if you started off paying for something at $100 with a credit card, and then, next month you're paying interest on that $100 and whatever high interest rate that was, plus whatever trying to get back to the $100, and if you didn't pay it off that month, you got to pay that interest rate again. Okay, it is a terrible cycle. Okay, it's a terrible cycle. Okay, because look, think about it like this. All right, this is how you become extremely broke and don't even know it. Okay, this goes for things like TVs, video equipment, sports equipment, things like that. You know what I'm saying? These all depreciate over time. Furniture depreciates over time. Okay. Like I said, technology stuff, stuff you use for your kitchen, like blenders, things like that. These things depreciate over time. So if you use credit cards to pay them or buy them, and then you don't pay the credit card off, and you pay the actual interest, you're paying more for the item than it's worth at this point. Okay. You will never ever make the money back you spend on it, and you will never become financially free because in the long run, you will be underwater on all of your purchases. So just try to use cash for these things and stay away from being a trendsetter, i.e. number 1, okay? And stay away from buying things that you really don't need with credit, okay? Like if you really need it, say like you need a new tire or you need a new refrigerator or a new oven or something like that, and the thing broke, you need it right now, then yeah, use your credit card, man. But for, things like TVs and new computers and a new phone that you don't really need, doesn't make sense, okay? So to stay away from borrowing money to buy things that lose its value, unless you have to, okay? Like I said, I personally pay cash for these types of purchases. And if I really need or want something but can't afford it at the time, I usually use layaway. If I can deal with not having something for a month and a half or 2 months or whatever, I put it on a layaway plan. That's so I don't have to, put a big chunk of money down. All right. So yeah, I try my hardest not to use credit unless it's an emergency. It's just that simple, right? So number 5, borrowing money to buy things that lose value is like one of the worst ways and worst mistakes you can make with your money. All right. So there you have it. Those are my top 5 mistakes you can make with money and how not to. All right. So, man, if you want to find out any way I make money online, if you want to learn how to boost your credit score really fast, if you want to learn how to contact me on social media, all links are in the description. It's the Wealth Builders, baby.